What's up, YouTube fans? Thanks for checking out this video. I wanted to take this moment to tell you about the All Eyes DB Camp members area. If you're looking to take your game to the next level, we've got detailed information on drills, coverages, technique, and more, all designed to raise your game to the next level. So if you're serious about being the best defensive back that you can be, then an All Eyes DB Camp membership is what you need. Check out the link in the description, click on it, and see why some of the top high school and college football players, as well as coaches, are in the All Eyes DB Camp membership area soaking up the knowledge. Now on to the video that you came here to see.
All right, Chad Wilson, All Eyes DB Camp. Today we're going to talk about, listen, first of all, you've gotten your feet right, you've gotten your eyes right and press. Now we got to talk about where we put our hands. That's what we're going to talk about in this video today on All Eyes DB Camp. All right, so we need to place our hands in the right spot because we've gotten our feet and our eyes in the right position. So now our body's where it needs to be in front of the receiver. Now we need to control them and we need to use our hands. But we got to use our hands the right way. So today we're going to talk about the ways we use our hands the right way in press coverage. So coming over here, I'm going to be using this sled to show you where we place our hands. First of all, I'm going to slide you around this way. The first thing and the most important thing is, guys, in press, the moment they start using their hands or the moment the receiver takes off of the line of scrimmage, you start wanting to get your eyes up. And one of the major reasons why your eyes go up is because you're trying to see what you're hitting with your hands, okay? So here's what I teach guys. If you see the guy's waist in front of you, you know his torso is above that, okay? So if you can slide around right here, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So we keep our eyes down, we're shooting our hands above our eyes, okay? So my eyes are still down on his waist, but I'm shooting my hands above my eyes. I don't need to raise my eyes up to use my hands. Once I raise my eyes up to see exactly where my hand's going, now my eyes are high and the receiver's shoulders start moving and there's a chance there for me to get fooled. So you can keep your eyes down and shoot your hands above your eyes, whether that's with two hands, okay? Two hands, hands above the eyes, or you're using one hand as you kick slide. My hand is shooting up here, but my eyes are down here. So that's the first thing, hands above your eyes. Next thing is, when are we using two hands? When are we using one? Or do we want to use two hands or do we want to use one hand? That might vary from coach to coach. Here's what I teach guys. If you have a receiver come off the line of scrimmage and he's in range for you to touch him and he's directly in front of you, you use two hands, okay? Now some will tell you that'll lock your hips, but it doesn't matter if your hips are locked if the man is directly in front of you. You don't know if he's going left or right when he's right here in front of you. So get yourself a good jam, hands above your eyes, and a nice two-hand jam, and you're trying to control them from here. Here's the one thing we don't want to do. We don't want to lean into the wide receivers we're using both hands. We want to sit down in a chair, absorb the hit, and let our hands do the work, okay? Notice I'm not leaning into, I'm not dipping my knees, and I'm not doing any of that. I'm sitting in the chair, I'm shooting two hands above my eyes, and if he's in my frame, this is my frame, he's within my frame, I'm using two hands to control the man. All right, so the next thing is, when do I use one hand? You use one hand once the receiver is starting to exit outside of your frame. So I talked to you about our frame, that's within my shoulders, that's when I say that's what your frame is. When the receiver starts to exit left or right outside of your frame, that's when we start using one hand, okay? So let's pretend that the receiver is now outside of my frame. That's when I'm going to use an offhand to jam, okay? I'm going to use the offhand to jam. How am I using this hand and where am I placing it? I don't want to shoot this hand for the shoulder, okay? The reason I don't want to shoot this hand for the shoulder is if I aim right here for this shoulder and that receiver dips, I'm going to miss everything, okay? So I tell my guys, with the heel of your hand, you're shooting right above his waist, which is going to end up being in the center of that receiver's chest, okay? As you slide, you're kick sliding, you're shooting your heel of your hand, all right, right above his belly button. You're trying to hit the middle of the guy. So if he exited out of my frame this way, I'm open at 45, I'm kick sliding, my eyes are down low, I'm shooting the heel of my hand for the center of him. I'm trying to hit his center mass and really disturb him. I'm not shooting for the shoulder and trying to grab his shoulder that I might miss or I'm not getting a good shot of. If I shoot for this middle, he ducks down, I'll end up on the shoulder anyway. But if I aim for that shoulder and he ducks, I'm gonna end up missing the whole man. And so that's the essence of how we're using our hands at the line of scrimmage. Okay, if we're kick sliding, it's okay to shoot that hand to the middle of the receiver. Okay, shoot to the middle. And again, notice my eyes are below my hands. If he's right in front of me, shoot two hands. I'm not leaning into him in any way. I'm absorbing the hit. I don't lean, because if he slaps my hand down, I'll fall forward. So if he slaps my hand down here, I can still turn and get out, okay? Now, in terms of where we're shooting this hand, that gets different when we turn and we run up the field with the receiver. Not gonna cover that in this video. I'll cover it in future videos, and I have information on that right now in my members area. I've got a ton of videos in my members area, over 100 videos, some of which I talk about how we're using our hands as we go down the field. Today, you got the very basics on how we strike and we use our hands when we're in press coverage at the line of scrimmage. For more advanced tips, techniques, training, and coverages, go to my members area, alliesdbcamp.com. I'll have a link to it in the description down below. If you like this video and you feel like it helped you out, help me out. Share the video, like the video, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell so you're notified the next time I put out an award-winning All Eyes DB Camp technique video. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. All Eyes DB Camp, consistency breeds results.